are here. We're live. Let's just check that Twitch is aware that we are live. Good. Twitch is aware that we are live. Perfect. So, hello. It is Saturday afternoon. It's 1 PM. I hope you have had a good start to the weekend and that you are looking forward to Easter if you're celebrating. So I have been playing around with the audio a bit on Dragon Age this morning, which could mean that I have ruined the audio, so do let me know if the audio on Dragon Age is a little bit off today. I have also turned on the music, as you might be able to notice, so we will see if that also causes trouble audio-wise, but it should be nice to have Dragon Age with the music on for once, because it has been so long. Right, let's continue. We are at Haven at the moment. We are about to start In Hushed Whispers, which I'm looking forward to. We're going to go and meet the mages. Right, let's continue because the music's getting loud. All is okay with the stream health, which is the main thing at this point. Mouse, the fastest way to travel across the land. Will Mouse remember to use the horse this time? We will see. It's unlikely that I will remember that horses are a thing that are available to me. Right, so here we are. We need to go to the war room. That's the first thing. I don't think we need to talk to anybody. I think we talked to people last time.
Only the word. Sing only the chant. Then the
I might quickly go and see if we can inspect requisitions, just in case we have anything helpful.
So the cards sells lyrium to both
Apothecary Don can have those supplies
Let's
for you,
just
buddy.
see if we can do anything. Nope, I haven't collected enough stuff apparently. Oh well.
It's about damn time.
Nice, steady synth. Helps them fight magic, I think. The mages don't always need lyrium.
Right,
They do.
let's
They buy
open.
it in buckets.
It's very dark in here.
Apothecary Don will have more poultices for the injured as soon as possible, revered mother.
Oh good.
Thank you, child.
Hello
Well
Phil.
done, Nicholas.
Good to see you. Have you had a good
Have
have you had a
been
good day
able to
so
save
far?
many people?
More than if we had not
The
tried.
important thing is, did you manage to find the Easter chick jelly babies? Right, let's look. In Hushed Whispers. Approaching the mages at Redcliffe will require enough power to make a proper impression. Return to the war room. That's the active quest. I don't like not having an active quest set because I will forget
Them the golden city
what I'm doing otherwise.
all creation, and for a time you dwelled among them. What
Let's do this. I think we have some people ready to report in as well. We set them some tasks last time, if I remember. And I don't think we checked in on their reports.
Chancellor Roderick
Oh, a great
came to
day,
speak
thanks,
with
except they were out of the
Could you
Easter chick
try
jelly
not
babies.
to
That's a shame.
antagonize him?
Yeah, it must be
If I
Easter or
have found the
something.
man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
That's a shame. Ooh, utilise the Grey Warden treaties. Report back, please, Josephine. I was correct. Spreading word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we've managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. The commander will make good use of them. Great, so we've got 60 gold and griffin robes. Woohoo! And now let's go over to Ferelden. Commander Cullen, your honour guard was a welcome sight at the Divine's Vigil. As a measure of thanks, I am sending Ferelden arms and equipment for your troops. Sincerely, Tayron Fergus Cousland. Ooh, Cousland. I know that surname. The Secrets of Andraste. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. So we've got 62 gold. Let's give them some tasks to do while we do in hushed whispers. Let's go to Wale. Give him something to do. None of these look particularly great, but let's do it. I'll just read this through quickly by myself before deciding if we're going to do it. Oh gosh, we have 3 candidates to choose from. The current fight for succession in leaders. So, one of 3 members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position. His cousin Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his sister Monette, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivety, and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly invested in overseeing... Is it pronounced leaders? Let's go with leaders. Personally, Monette would be the most easily manipulated but less likely to be useful. Jean Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could present a threat if he succeeds his brother. So, which one shall we go for? So Josephine can destroy Carolina's marriage with 4 words and the proper glove left on the proper table. So I guess that would mean that we don't want Carolina if we go with Josephine. Leliana Monette would do better in the Chantry than in the game. I can see that she is encouraged to take vows. So that's if we want to get rid of Monette. And if we want to get rid of Jean Gaspard, Cullen says he is a chevalier and capable military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we might recruit him for ourselves. I mean, I feel like Jean Gaspard would be the most... If he's the most difficult to manipulate and could present a threat, then I feel like we should be getting Jean Gaspard out of the picture. So I'm inclined to go with Cullen, even though he's not quite as speedy as Josephine. Let's do that.
To work?
To work, yes. Thank you, Cullen. I will check in later. What else should we do? Address a nobleman's concerns. Your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason in darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them, filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light, Lord Kildan of Ferelden. So what shall we do? I don't think I want to harass the refugees, and I can't use Cullen, but I would if I could. Maybe I should save that till later. Do we want to help Red Jenny with the bees? Know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Shall we get some bees? Let's do that. You will go along with my choice. Thank you. That's good. Let's see, which will be quicker. I can send runners among the bands. If this weapon can help, it will be found. Let's do that.
At your service.
And now we can either go to the mages or the wardens. But we want to go to the mages. We want to do in hushed whispers. And I believe I have enough power. Note, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Did I say wardens earlier? I meant Templars. Apologies. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under the control of Magister Gerion Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Lavalan and the power to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Lavalan to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat, while Alexius' attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Recommended levels 4 to 7. I have no idea what level I am, but we're going to do this. We're going to do In Hushed Whispers, and I am excited. Let's go. Yep, we got enough power. This is the thing that we got enough power for. So we're going to do this. We have 16 and we need 15. So, yay, let's do In Hushed Whispers and go and see Redcliffe. We want to go to the castle.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
How nice of him.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me? He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Not this again.
Always good.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
Poor Cullen. We always stress out Cullen so much. There must be a way.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Which shall we do? This isn't worth the trouble. No, not that one. Contact the R. We need another way inside. We need another way inside. We do.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer? A watercourse? Something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle.
That's
an escape
convenient.
route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
To use the secret
Too
passage.
risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Ooh.
While they're focused on Llewellyn, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Let's be a
Fortunately,
distraction.
you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Yay.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Right. Redcliffe Castle and the... Oh, I think I've already read this. So, let's do this. Let's confirm this operation. We can't work with the Templars. We're working with the mages. Let's do this. It's happening, it's happening. Right, so, party selection. We have Dorian, we have to take him. So we've got one mage and we've got a rogue, me. So, I don't think... We should have a warrior and maybe another mage. So, warrior-wise, we could have Cassandra, Blackwell, or Iron Bull. I'd go for Cassandra or Iron Bull. If anybody has any preference, let me know. Mage-wise, I'd like to go with Solus as opposed to Vivienne. So we'll pick Solus. And if anybody has a preference between Iron Bull and Cassandra, let me know. If not, I will just pick one. We did need to be nice to Cassandra. That's true. Just trying to think if if she comes with us, if she'll be more annoyed or if she'll be less annoyed. Like, there will be opportunities to like make her approve, but there will also be opportunities for her to disapprove. Maybe we should take Cassandra and play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. Let's take Cassandra and just see if we can butter her up, so to speak. Let's do this. So we've got Dorian, Solus, and Cassandra. No, it's not. It's not complicated. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Like, if we don't take her, we might not affect anything at all. So at least this way we have the opportunity to improve things. Yes, treat her with kid gloves. Dee-da-dum. Let's do this.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Llewellyn and no one else. You lot wait here.
Then I'll stay here.
If my friends can't enter, then I won't go in either.
Yeah, let's give Cassandra a day out. Give her a chance to kill some things.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
I want to do this one.
Of course she trusts you, Alexius. I'm sure lots of people put their lives in your hands. You have one of those faces.
Yes, the Magisterium tells me that so often. Shall we begin our talks? The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Ooh, what shall we offer in exchange? Let's talk about time magic. Let's see.
I'd much rather discuss your time magic.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean.
None at all.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Let's start getting a bit grumpy.
You wanted me here. Why?
Do you know what you are? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
It's not very nice. Who killed the Divine?
What do you know about the Divine's death?
It was the Elder One's moment, and you were unworthy even to stand in his presence.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Who is the Elder One?
That's who you serve. The one who killed the Divine.
Is he a mage?
Soon he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this!
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
No, thank you.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
What is happening? What is happening? I love this game. I love this game.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Oh. Let's attack. So it's just me and Dorian. Yep, it's all kicked off.
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when! Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Did we go forward in time or back, and how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we?
Yes.
Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
Let's ask them questions. What about the others?
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Oh, great. Let's ask about the Elder One.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
Let's get moving.
Then let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Goodo. Let's loot. Loot, loot, loot. Find out what happened. There's some loot. Ooh, I have a key to the prison. That's got to be helpful. Oh, also I just noticed that we can level up Dorian, so let's do that. Let's give him actual things that he can do. Just one moment while I spend a little bit of time on this. Yes, the important things. It's always good to have some loot. Flash fire. Thanks for the follow, Fridge Magnet. Chain lightning. Energy barrage. Good. Let's do some spirit stuff. Good. Right, now I just need to check if he's got enough armor and weapons. Right, so he's already got the best staff that we have for him at the moment, armor-wise. These ones are much better. They're the ones we just got. And a helmet. Nope. Give him some accessories. Do we have any accessories? We don't have any accessories. Looks like that's all we got for you, Dorian, sorry. Let's save quickly. New save game, because we're in a new stream. That's how we do things. Come on, Dorian, let's get out of here. We've got the key. There's lots of red lyrium here, which is always great. Ooh, 2 ways to go. That way and that way. Let's go left. Discovered the upper cells and also loot. Ooh, we've got a helmet for... We might have a...
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
Yes.
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Right, so that's just... Oh, loot. Nothing in here but loot. And lyrium. Loot and lyrium. Let's go right now then. We were in the lower cells for one moment and now we're back up here. It's the terrible red lyrium that Varric wants us to destroy. Because it affects people. So it looks like in the intervening time, however long that is, it's taken over. You see, this loot is really helping with this puzzle box, very important puzzle box requisition. I'm gonna get so lost. Let's go. Ooh, person.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
What happened to you?
What did they do to you?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
Okay, well it looks like we're just leaving him there then. Is there anybody over here? Nope. Excuse me, Dorian. We need to... Ooh, loot. Yeah, sorry, I think I might have spoiled slightly by saying that we'd gone forward. So we have 2 red dots to attack. Shall I do that? Don't run away from me. Right. And now we have left and right. Let's do the same again. Let's go left. I'd run away from you, to be fair. I'm very terrifying with my knives. Open. Nothing here but loot, it looks like. Ooh, a Canary battle axe. I wonder if Iron Bull would like that. And then it was this way. Oop. Looks like we're going to the lower cells. Again. Up and down these stairs. Loot. Ah. Fiona.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
Well, we know it's Fiona, so we don't want to ask Fiona, is that you? How long were we gone?
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We need to go back.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
I can't wait to meet him.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You
Let's go with the
must
former.
try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her.
Let's
quickly,
find her.
before the Elder One learns you're here.
Oh yeah, doesn't sound that bad. Well, I mean, although look at what's happened to all this red lyrium in that time, so what else could have gone wrong? We will find out, I am sure, momentarily. Now it's another opportunity for me to get lost. Up we go.
If red lyrium is an infection, Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
This way. Down this one now. Open this one. Let's look in these cells. Loot. This door now. Oop, down we go again. I think we should keep going with the whole left. Left and then right. Because otherwise I'm going to get very confused. Oop. Loot. Yes, if nothing else it does save on lighting. The nice red glow is very flattering as well. Nothing there. Let's go back and go right.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the
Hello,
next.
Cassandra.
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
You've got a lovely red glow about you.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
You're hurt. Oh no, we're going after Alexius. That would be good.
We're going to kill Alexius. Come with us.
I don't understand. What use is there in fighting him now?
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
If Dorian is right and can actually reverse the spell, then yes.
Alexius's master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder One from rising. Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
This time we'll stop them.
We'll stop all that from happening. I promise.
Maker, guide us all.
Okay, so Cassandra's here. And she can level up. Even better. Cassandra has a point to spend. What shall we give her? Battlemaster? When you attack a target from behind, you leave them slowed. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then let's save. Now what do we have? Oh, Solus, hello.
You're alive. We saw you die.
The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? You could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
You look ill.
You look bad. Is there anything I can do to help?
I am dying, but no matter. If you can undo this, they can all be saved. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass.
Looks like we've got some work to do.
We'll have to go up. I've heard the guards saying that Alexius barricaded himself in the throne room.
Where's this loot? Where's this loot? There's this loot. Right, so we have a lot to do. Let's do it. Back the way we came, I think. We need to find Leliana. What was that noise? Ah, it was that. So this was a fight. Low on health. Let's use a health potion quickly.
If this madness is to be undone, we must focus on Alexius.
Never mind that, let's loot these people. This is very important work we're doing. Right, so we are going this way, I assume. We're at the guard barracks. Ooh, read. We have some reading. Praise his name who has risen from the darkness, praise his name who has striven for the light, praise his name who has walked the golden city, praise his name. The old gods are no more, the maker never was, the new god is among us, praise his name. That can't be good. Ooh, I'm a rogue, I should be able to do that. Yay! Some gold. What more can we loot in this room? Anything else? Let's look around this room before we move on. Looks like we're going up there. Ooh, supplies. Perfect. Ooh, a guard's journal. This is good. Alexius keeps asking for patrols of the walls. Waste of time if you ask me. The Inquisition ground themselves to a pulp against the walls ages ago. Ferelden made 3 attempts to lay siege here before the last life got crushed out of them. Who's left out there to threaten us? The mountain barbarians? But Alexius seems to expect a siege. Man's gone completely mad. Better to put the men on watch inside the walls. More of those blasted rifts open every day. It was better when we still had the people for blood sacrifices. Unbound demons have emptied the castle, village, and surrounding countryside of everyone who's not sleeping in their armour. Now it's just wild demons everywhere. So we know a bit of what has happened in the last year, with no Inquisitor to seal the rifts. Anything else to loot? Don't want to miss this opportunity. If you steal the loot now, you can go back in time and sell it to the people who own it now. Well, I can definitely go back in time and sell it. More loot. Now I think that's all we have in this room. So let's... oh, excuse me, people. Let's go up here and find Leliana. Torture chambers. Open. Right, so where did we come from? I've just gone back the way I came, haven't I? Perfect. And they're just blindly following me. Torture chambers.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his...
Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
May she find peace at the Maker's side.
Right. Is everything okay with the sound, by the way? It's probably a good opportunity to ask, since we've now done some battles and some speaking. And some cutscenes. Is everything okay with the levels? I don't trust myself to have made the sound better. Sound is great, voices are clear. Good. Perfect. That's what we want. Now, am I going to go back the wrong way again?
Tell me how Lavella knew of the sacrifice at the temple.
Ooh.
You will break.
I will die first. Or you will.
Liliana.
You're alive.
It's a long story.
We never died in the first place. Alexius miscalculated. Then it will be his last mistake. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
Hi, Ixnay.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I have to get back.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Oh dear. I think it's better than it was. Voices louder than before. Rest still is good. Great. That is good news.
While we were away?
Because that's exactly what I was
Stop
after.
talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Yeah, I really wanted to improve the speaking volume, so hopefully everything is good now. Right, let's go. Find a way back to Alexius's throne room. Where have I not been? Oh, here we are.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
There's loads of them, and a big rift. Big rift just in the castle. Nope, let's not disrupt it. Let's... Oh, I'm already disrupting it. Close trade rift. That was easier. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. The word immune didn't seem good then. Well, they're immune to some things and not to other things, but I can never remember which, so I just tend to attack and hope for the best. Ooh. We have a cogwheel to turn. That's exciting. I assume we're opening this gate. Perfect. Nothing is immune to the daggers. Nope.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
Oh dear.
No!
What am I getting myself into now?
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
Right. Let's explore here, and then we'll go to the throne room, if we can. Ooh. Perfect. Come on, let's go back up here. Ooh, supply cache. Supply cache tends to mean that something's about to happen. Right, let's go up here. Ooh, a courtyard.
The breach, it's
Everywhere. The veil is shattered. There is no boundary now between the world
Oh
and
dear.
the faith.
Attack! I didn't stealth it up before, my bad. Oopsie daisies. Nice having 5 people fight. Leliana's here as well. Let's disrupt the rift since Cassandra's covering me. Gosh, there's loads of things to kill. So this is low on health. Let's disrupt the rift. Close the Fade Rift. Yay! Yes, I think we should go with 5 people from now on. Yep. Always helpful. Let's loot. Excuse me, Solus, you're standing in the loot. Is that it? Is that all the loot we can get? Let's continue then. Another rift. Just running away from me. Now I'm stuck. Don't stand in the circles because apparently they slow you down. Go around the circles. Let's wait. Let's get away from the room. Let's disrupt that. So this is very low on health again. Let's go for this one.
goodbye.
Oops, now I'm too close to the rift to close Fate Rift. Yep, so many rifts. Endless rifts. Because of course I haven't been there for a year to close them. Now where are we going? I think we're going up here. Just check that there's nothing here that I can loot. Apparently not. Let's go this way. There's noises happening. That's normally a sign. Is there anything here I can have? Apparently not. Like weeds in the garden after you've been away for a year. Exactly. It's exactly what it's like. They're just everywhere. They get everywhere. Right. I suggest we go left. Ooh. Something to read. Alexius's journal. This appears to be Alexius' journal. This is the final entry. Nothing works. I have tried countless times to go back before the Conclave explosion, before Felix's caravan was attacked by Darkspawn, before the Venatori first arrived in Minrathos, without success. The breach is the wellspring that makes this magic possible, and travel outside of its timeline is impossible. The Elder One's demands that I change the events of the Conclave can never be fulfilled. He may kill me for failing him, but I must protect Felix from his wrath. Well, that's good news, I guess, that he can't go back and cause even more trouble. When we get out of here, we're going to have to give everybody some new weapons and armor, because we're picking up so much stuff on this little trip to the future. Ooh.
No!
Connor, no.
Connor! It was an act of courage. He knew there was no other way to resist. He resisted that demon to the last.
We barely saw what happened, though. But I think the timing was a bit off there. Read. Spellbinder's Journal. With every failed time spell, the Magister grows a bit more paranoid, or perhaps it's not paranoia, since the Elder One really will kill him for his failures. The distinction hardly matters. After the 10th failure, he began locking himself in the Great Hall during his waking hours. After the 20th, he had the foot soldiers excavate a shard doorway from parts unknown, and painstakingly install it in the castle. Now his most trusted assistants can only see him if we all go at once, together, which we must do twice a day to bring him his meals, as he never leaves that room at all. At least we know where he is. There was a door, right? There was a random door. Oh, it's here. There's the door. But it's just the other door. Just that room had 2 doors into it. I thought it might be a nice, helpful cupboard with lots of loot that we could have. Spoil sport. It was just a door out of the room.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
Oh, I want to hear this.
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh dear. Ooh, a banner. I do like a banner. Good, another... I like a long hallway because I can't get lost in it. So dark. Lower royal wing. This is promising. It looks like there's a lot of I think there's a battle happening in there if we look at the red dots. Let's wait a bit, because the dots are going down. And then we can stealth it up and attack. How many dots do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Let's see if we can lose some more dots. That's somebody gone. Just listening at the doorway. Yeah, nice tactics. As long as I remember to stealth it up before we go in. This looks like we're going down to 5. Shall we go now? It looks like they've stopped moving. Let's go. Let's stealth it up first. I can't go that way. Let's go around. Quick. Good. I'm on fire. Literally. on fire again. Oh, and now I'm dead. That's great. Let's wake me up. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Crumbs.
Another flight of four.
Where are they? Ah. Close favourite. I'll remember that it's the kind of way I like to play. Cool. Getting all sorts of tips here, like remember your left and your right, and remember that horses
The Magister's
exist.
grown paranoid. He's barricaded himself in there and will not come out.
And remember when you're a rogue to use stealth before you go into battle, because it's no use after you've started hitting things. Where else? Oh, we've got to go back up there again to get that. Where is it? Oh, it's right in there. Gosh. I've forgotten about the horses. Luckily they're not very useful in here, but I think we're just destined. I mean, every time I've played this game, I've never remembered the horses. And in one time I so forgot them that I never actually got the horses.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Okay. Looks like we've got to find some shards of lyrium.
Are they praying? Let's try to take them by surprise.
Yes, I agree, Dorian.
Block the stairs!
Our god reigns supreme.
Where am I? It's too dark. It's too dark, that's not useful. Oh, now I'm climbing a ladder. Perfect. I did enjoy seeing the horses briefly though, so thanks for getting them this time. Here to help. Ooh. I know that's not helpful anymore. There's loads of them. I'll help my after this one.
Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
Ooh, another red lyrium shard. Just what we need. We have 2 of 5. That's just a ladder, I don't need that. Anything up here that's useful? So we need these shards of lyrium, and we need to find a way to Alexius's throne room. We can do this. Looks like we need to go this way. If we can. Following the diamond. Open. Ah.
Maker's breath. Where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps. But it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around.
Yeah, it, That's what we need the red lyrium shards for. What was up the ladder back there? Nothing! I mean, if I'd been like a ranged attacker, it would have been quite a useful place to stand, you know, to hit things from without being hit so easily yourself, but I just went there accidentally because I was standing next to it and pressed X. That's pretty much just happened. It wasn't like a it wasn't a tactic on my part. It was me just standing somewhere and pressing X and accidentally going up a ladder. So perfect. Perfect. This is such a labyrinth, but it looks like excuse me. Looks like in here is where we're going. Yes, I do recommend a mage for a first playthrough, because they're powerful and they're really fun to play. So yes, I think...
Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
Yes.
Block them from coming up the stairs!
I like Dorian, he gives actual battle tactics. See myself anymore, I'm so surrounded. Where is everybody? There's one over there.
Here we go for some light reading.
Loot. Yep, he does know his stuff. Yes, easier to avoid dying as well as you can stay at range. Good point. It's always best to be a ranged attacker in general, I think, on your first playthrough, because you can stand back and see everything and, yeah, not get hit so much up close. Oops, I'm just walking into a chair. Even when I'm in a castle, I can be defeated by the terrain, apparently. Avoiding dying is something I tend to spend a lot of time doing. Me too. Right, let's continue. Let's get out of this room and find some more shards of lyrium, if we can. Well, we have to, because otherwise we're not going to get out of here.
What happened here? Find Alexius. That's all that matters.
Okay, Cassandra. Thank you for the helpful answer. This looks promising. Another door with lots of red dots. But they're not fighting. Stealth. Climb? I can climb.
Seen us. We could take them by surprise.
We could take them by surprise.
Get that enchanter!
I am. Now I'm going for the enchanter. I'm just going to do exactly what Dorian says. On about, like you said. Yeah, Cassandra's not in the best place at the moment. But we'll get her back. We'll get her back. Anybody else?
May Andraste have mercy on your souls. No one else will.
Yay, another shard of lyrium. Ooh, there's a door. Is this a good... Oh, it looks like this door leads. So we'll loot and then we'll go through that door. Loot first, then the door. So if we're not coming back this way again. You open. It looks like that's where we're going. So let's just have a wee look round. Let's go in this door that I can open because I'm a rogue. That's one thing I would recommend though, always make sure you have a rogue with you because otherwise you're going to be defeated by doors. Right, I can't bash that, but Cassandra can, so let's be Cassandra. Am I Cassandra? No, that's Dorian. This is Cassandra. See if that's the element of surprise we're looking for.
Enemy!
Looks like we're just going into it this time. He's gone. He's gone. Maybe save the reading till later. Loot. Yay, we've got the other shard.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Okay, let's see if we can do that. But first, let's read this. You could have kicked that one. No, it's a warrior thing. It's a specific. Warriors can kick through walls, rogues can open doors, and mages can defeat like elemental barriers, like fire barriers and ice barriers, and they can light Velfire and stuff. So I think that's a specific warrior thing. Sorry, I've got distracted. Yeah, and we've got all the shards. Studies on the blight. Introduction of blight to prisoners yields no discernible pattern. Disease progresses erratically. Some subjects die within hours despite all efforts. Others show no symptoms at all. Subjects may harbour some natural resistance, which makes isolation and testing a priority. A later entry follows. 6 more subjects died. Transfusions of blood from resistant prisoners slow the rate of corruption only slightly. Healthy flesh taken from live subjects and implanted in the infected will often die even before corruption spreads to it. In cases where implantation is successful, blight corruption spreads across donor flesh faster than host flesh. Prisoner Leliana has been the most useful source of resistant blood and skin to date. Well, that was interesting, if a little gruesome. Yes, best to keep a balanced party at all times, I agree. Although, in the first couple of times I played, sometimes I didn't have a balanced party. Let's see if I can bash. I don't think I can. Yeah, it requires a warrior.
I could do that if you wish.
Thank you. Perfect. Let's be Cassandra for a bit. And now let's be me again. Where are we now? Is this where we've just been? No, it's the new room. I got disoriented when I became a different person. Have we been in there? Ooh, no we haven't, but I can open it. To be fair, you were in the hinterlands for a while too in the early days. True, yep. And only about 60 hours. Not long. Ew, what's through here? Oh, we're back. We're back where we were, but I think we want to go... Such a labyrinth, I don't like it. There's no hope for me. Oh, this looks promising. This looks very promising. But there's some doors here to go through. And loot to get. Oh, my inventory's full. I'm gonna have to empty my inventory. I've got so much stuff. So, what do I not need? Valuables I can just destroy. it would be better to yeah, it would be better to sell them, but sometimes you've just got to destroy them. Let's just get rid of some of them. And keep the creature research items. Yep. And no full inventory, worst nightmare. Exactly. Exactly. And I've already increased the capacity of the inventory once, so sometimes you have doubles of things. Or some just very weak things which I don't really need, so I'll get rid of some of that. Very quickly though, because it's not the most riveting thing to watch. Accessories. Right, let's go with 58, that's probably fine, and let's save. Yeah, don't look as I destroy things. Yeah, I mainly got rid of junk, and also a few things that we had duplicates of. Ooh. A big read, more reading. Oh, not reading, just a blade that we can make if we wish to. Let's go in here.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Lower Royal Wing. Supply cache again. Oh. Ah, here we are. This is the big door that we need the shards for. Let's do this. So pretty. Oh, that'll teach me for having a drink when things are happening. What shall we do? I think I'd be pretty angry at this point.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
The end?
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all.
Oh.
Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
He didn't seem too bothered you had burst in. Nope, he just patiently waited for me to be ready to work out what I was going to say. Be very helpful in real life, wouldn't it? If they'd just wait patiently for me to decide what I'm going to do. Give us the amulet.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
Oh no.
No!
No!
Oh, looks like well, there's very little point in stealthing it up there. It's right in front of me. Oh, he's gonna keep disappearing and reappearing places, isn't he? That's the only downside with being a melee attacker in situations such as these. You end up spending half your time just running around trying to find that person.
Where are your assassins this time?
Oh dear. Gone again. Just be running around after him. Solus, you should get out of that circle. Oh, a rift that I can close. Oh, and he's still there. And now I just have to run towards him. Slowly. And now he's gone again. Mia Cassandra
The Elder
just...
One will destroy us both.
Oh, I'm dead. I should become Cassandra this time because Solus and Dorian can do more helpful stuff.
Tell me again how you're gonna seal the breach. Victory is impossible. The Elder One. We've both failed.
Where are you?
Accept it. This world's already lost.
Ooh, disrupt the rift. I can do that. That was rude. Interrupting me while I was disrupting the rift. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. Those fade rifts. Now, where will Alexius be now? Now I just slowly run towards him and then die. And then die. Let's just be Dorian for a bit. Let's save me. And now let's just run towards him. And now, oh, I almost died again.
Your death will be my apology.
Nearly there. We're nearly there. We did it.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago.
Poor Dorian.
Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
It was rude. I think it's a bit late to help him.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! The Elder One.
You cannot stay here. We'll hold the outer door. When they get past us, it'll be your turn.
Won't let you die.
No, I won't let you commit suicide.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
I love this storyline. I love this part of the game so much.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
You go, Liliana. You're awesome.
You'll have to do better than that.
You're done here.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
Lots of people.
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
We still need mages.
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
What are they?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
They have lost all possible supporters. The Inquisition is their only remaining chance for freedom.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
Okay, so I think we're going to be doing the Allies one, but this would probably not make Cassandra very happy. So, you know what we were discussing earlier, might have backfired a bit, but I don't think that conscripted mages are going to be as helpful as allies. So, sorry Cassandra if you're not too happy, but we're going with Solus's idea instead of Cassandra's. Do we have to tell her? She's probably going to work it out. Yep.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
Okay.
I'll pray that the
It's
rest
okay
of
so
the
far.
Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your
Greatly
full support.
disapproves.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Okay, well. That's that then. Back to Haven. Gonna have to do some work with Cassandra. I think some other people greatly disapproved as well, but I don't think we had a terrible disapproval from them to begin with, so I feel like Cassandra is still the one that we need to work on a bit. We've got great approval from Solus, which is good. It's okay, we will sit her down and talk it through later. We will actually. That's what we're going to do in Haven. We're going to talk
It's
to
not a
people
matter
for
for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
We need their cooperation. They deserve freedom. I feel like I'd be this one.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I saw what's at stake. Yes, that's a good one, because I did.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
There goes my nap, or I'd be honored. I feel like it's an I'd be honored moment.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
Yes. Let's be nice to Dorian. We like Dorian.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Yep, there goes my nap was a funny answer. It's true. Maybe I should have gone with it, but just because we just had a big argument, it seemed like the other one was better. So, meet in the war room when ready. Let's level up first, though. And we should go and talk to everybody, because they'll have things to say about what's just happened. Ooh, what shall I do? Your strikes cut deeper into any foe whose current health is lower than your own. Well, that's not bad, since by the time I get to any foe, they've already been attacked by everybody else. Let's do that one. It's a good job you are in charge. No, it's all good. It's just... I'm excited to learn what your character will be like when you make them. It's part of my favourite one of my favourite things about this game is just making all the character choices and deciding what sort of person you're going to be. Right, let's give Cassandra something. She has none of the two-handed weapon ones, but that's because she doesn't use a two-handed weapon. What are you talking about, Mouse? Go with something that she actually does. Warcry. Ooh, Sarah has 2 points. Seems quite a Sarah thing to do. You have to set aside several hours for character creation yet. Yep, it will take a while, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's all part of the fun. What shall I get for Dorian? Ooh, a wall of ice. Nobody's got a wall of ice so far. Let's give Dorian one. Black wall. He's a weapon and shield one, right? Let's give him payback strike. Protection against range attacks. Let's give Vivienne something lightning bolt. Let's do that. After this, we're going to do the try and get some of this armor on people, since we picked up so much. Yep, lots of fun upgrades. It's a little tedious, I guess, to watch, but it's all good and it'll be worth it. Let's give Varric some of those. Distribute the loot, yes. Ironbolt's two-handed, isn't he? Pommel strike. Let's do that. And now let's do inventory and give people things. So, me first. So, my current weapons are 126 and 123, but I've got some much better ones now. So let's have these ones. And then let's go to Cassandra. Now, Cassandra has a hatchet with 85. And that looks like the best we can do for her, but let's just check if there's a shield that's better. Nope, she's already got the best shield she can have. This is the only part, by the way, where we can actually see the helmets they're wearing. Look at Cassandra's beautiful helmet. Sarah can have a better longbow. There you go, Sarah, that was easy. Dorian can have a better staff. Blackwell is one-handed. Give him the hatchet that Cassandra had. And shield-wise, let's just give him a slightly better version of the shield that he's already got. Great. Vivienne has already got the best staff she can have. So let's move on to Solus, who can have a much better staff than that. He can have that staff. And Varric, we're never going to give Varric something that isn't Bianca. So, that's okay. Iron Bull. I feel like we shouldn't really give him something that isn't his edge either. So, let's do some armor now. And then we'll be done, I think. Although we've still got accessories. We've still got accessories. Right, so what am I wearing? 81 armor. That's the best I can do. And helmet wise, I've got the best that I can have for that as well. Ooh, look at that armor. It's all like yellow. Oh, cool. I will play through with helmet showing and let you know if they take them off in cutscenes. Yes, that's true, because we were wondering that in one of the earlier streams, weren't we? Cool, yeah, let me know. But feel free to remove them if it's annoying, because I don't like playing with the helmets, so... but it'll be good to know. This armor's weird, but I'm giving it to Cassandra anyway. It's a pity there's not, like, a helmet which matches very well. Well, that's not bad. Let's give her that helmet. Sarah hasn't even got a helmet yet, so she can have Cassandra's. And then... I feel like I'll leave Sarah with this one because I'm not sure what Varric's wearing. And I'm more likely to have Varric with me than I am to have Sarah with me. So let's just leave Sarah as she is. Dorian's already wearing that, although I don't like that on him. I normally give that to Solus. Let's maybe... there's no helmet that Dorian can have yet. Blackwell's already got a helmet, and he can wear better armour. I'll probably make some ugly character. I might be grateful for the helmet. Just to cover them up. Vivienne. Enchanter coat. That's probably the best for her. And then Solus. Let's give him that armour because he's only on 43. And let's see, no helmet for Solus. Varric. That's not great. It's not a great look on him, but it's higher. So, sorry Varric, that's what you're going to look like for a little bit. Iron Bull. Already the best you can do for Iron Bull. And then... give him some better mail, though it looks weird on him. Looks weird on him. And now finally accessories, and then we can stop. So I'm just going to go through and see who hasn't got accessories and then just give them stuff, because otherwise we'll be here for ages. Just share out the rings, because I feel like most people don't have rings. Can that be worn? Yep, give that to Dorian. No belts. Give him a ring. Blackwell, just leave him as he is. Oh, rogue only. So the only thing we have is this. So the next rogue to come along, we will give that ring. And then we're done. Let's save. So now we should talk to people before we go. Where are we? So that's the war room. We are at the function over aesthetics
The Inquisition appreciates our
stage.
assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
It's true.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
We're all weaklings, so we need to be function over aesthetics at the minute. Josephine.
I'll take my leave. Good day. Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
It's been this way for years.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nivara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
You make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
That's an ambitious notion.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier.
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment.
Always.
The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Oh dear. Well, meh. Let's go with that one.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Good day to you, Josephine. And since we're here, we should turn in research, because that will get rid of...
Thank you.
Well, apparently it will get rid of one thing from our inventory. Oh well. Let's go talk to more people. Go round in a big circle. Actually, I can't remember where Dorian's going to be. Let's just have a look. Where is Dorian? Dorian's near Solus. Okay, I can do that. Let's do a big circle then. And talk to people. Because they'll have things to say. Vivian first.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Ooh. We can control the mages.
We can handle the mages, there's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. In ordinary places where the veil is weak, magic is much more likely to attract demons. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You don't trust mages.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
It's not so much an opinion as grasping the obvious. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Dalish don't have Templars. Let's go with that one.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves
More
limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
It looks like we're just in an argument with Vivian now, so let's just live with this as our fate.
It is better to die free than spend a life in captivity.
And would you still say that if you were that unwanted mage? What freedom do the dead enjoy? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Don't think the circle one. Maybe the Chantry one.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. Such twists and turns your mind takes.
It is like walking a tightrope.
It's something to consider, my dear.
Definitely like walking a tightrope. And at the moment, I am falling the most with Vivienne and Cassandra. Now let's go talk
I don't understand. I thought
to Leliana. But first, let's just inspect requisitions quickly. Still, I haven't got enough. Let's talk to Leliana.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Special. Ooh, I watched you die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Why do you care about mages?
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Let's just do updates and then continue.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord.
Ooh,
the people are returning,
good.
slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered
That's
many.
not so good. Let's go.
I'll leave you to your work.
Can we go off and do something that will make those two happier? We can try. First, I just need to talk to everybody because we might be able to get some brownie points just by talking to people. So that's why we're just walking around Haven for a little bit. But in a moment, we will continue on with In Your Heart Shall Burn.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium in Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, bounty points are good. And they do, of course, have their little side quests that we can do at some point. That would be good. When we're trying to get power, we can do their little side quests, and hopefully that'll make them happy. We need to eliminate it. Well, we do.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority.
Okay.
But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Have a party. Catch my breath.
I was planning to put my feet up, maybe grab a nap. You?
Whatever I do, it'll be as far from Cassandra as I can get. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
Yep. Okay, so we've got a little bit of approval from Varric, so that's something. And now here we can sell some of that stuff that we got. Let's sell stuff. What else can we get rid of? What don't we need? If we have any doubles, still, get rid of them. Go up to the top. Go up to the top. Get rid of that one. There we go, 47 out of 75. We can go with 47 for a little bit. We're probably going to have to do this again at some point, but oh well.
Make her bless you.
Now let's talk to Cullen and Cassandra.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Would you be more confident if I brought back Templars instead?
I'd be less worried about the thin veil resulting in mass possession. I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
Okay. Why did the Templars leave?
Why would Templars break away from the Chantry?
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
What changed?
But the Templars had served the Chantry for ages.
And in that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. I sympathize with their frustrations.
Anything I should know, and then let's move on.
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the charges on our side. Fool's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
Okay, that's all.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Cullen likes the charges. Good. Now let's talk to Cassandra. Wish me luck. Excuse me, people.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens.
Thank you.
We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
That's the truth.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I hope it will work out.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You got us here.
We wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't stood up against the Chantry.
You're being kind.
You're discounting your role in this.
Let's close the breach. Then we can say how successful I was.
Okay. That could have gone worse. That was okay. Ooh, loot. How have I missed this? Right, now we have Blackwall. Yeah, that did go well. We didn't have any approval gains, which would have been the best, would have been the ideal, but at least you didn't, you know, just attack us or something. Blackwall.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone
Blackwall
deserves
approves.
one.
That was good. I didn't even have to say anything. That's my favourite sort of conversation. Ooh, I forgot Iron Bull. I forgot he's there.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
Approval from Bull?
I know, right? If I were a mage, I'd just throw fire at people. That's honest. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Okay, so... Ooh, buy sell. I've not been there before. Ooh, I could buy a horse. Okay, I've got a horse. So the talking to people is sort of working so far. We've got approval from Varric and Blackwall and Iron Bull, and disapproval from Vivienne, and no change with anybody else. Let's go talk to Sora.
No, you need anything. Fine young man like...
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their courtesy.
Yep, another horse for me to forget.
Just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
They are here to help us.
These mages are here to aid the Inquisition. Don't worry.
Sure, don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
I feel like carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
There's something for me to read over here, so let's read it. The Tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Corf the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of Belenas, the mountain at the centre of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Corf devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavour, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valour. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Corf could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Corf. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird travelled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it little by little out of the valley and down a cliff. And when the golden cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Corf neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon, Winter's Breath, bound Corf's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan, honoured above even the loftiest eagles. The Ptarmigan, an Avar tale from Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Resources found here. Elfroot, iron. I didn't realise that would be so long, so let's just have like 10 minutes of me reading. Sorry about that.
At least we've got Inquisition troops out at Redcliffe now, giving those people some real...
But that was interesting. I liked that. Let's talk to Solus.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach.
Okay.
You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift.
Disapproval
It is
from
vital the
Solus.
Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I saw you there.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
It was a lovely tale.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Okay, well... Where's Dorian?
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
I'll think of something.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
Is that so terrible?
What would be wrong with that exactly?
Nothing, at first. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Anything else? No, we'll ask those questions later. Have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Oh, he's in the cells.
Yet no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
Right, I think I've done everyone. Let's go to meet in the war room and see what happens now. I'll just save when we get to the door, just in case anything exciting happens. Save. Let's summon the War Council. Yeah, it did go well. I think it went well too. Ooh, we have a perk we can get. What shall we get? Underworld knowledge. It might be good to get one of the knowledges now, because it will give us more dialogue options. Let's have a look. Secrets, arcane knowledge. I don't feel like I would have that. So not that one. Connections, nobility knowledge. Let's see. Inquisition. History knowledge. So I could increase inventory capacity by 15, but I feel like I should get one of the knowledges first, and then next time maybe. So I could get underworld knowledge. What would my Inquisitor have? Would she have underworld knowledge, or would she have like nobility knowledge? I felt like underworld knowledge. Let's do it. Let's do that. Right, so we've got some things. Choose successor. We've got some reports. Commander Cullen, it would be an honour to serve the Inquisition and prove the mettle of the Orlesian Chevaliers by doing the Maker's work. I accept your generous offer wholeheartedly and will arrive in good time with those men loyal to me. It will be my privilege to order the Inquisition's troops into holy battle against those who would threaten the order of the Empire. In the Maker's grace, Lord Jean Gaspard of Leadus. Cool. That's true. I think so as a rogue. That is true. I picked the right one. Let's see. Do we have the bees? We have received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered. Of course, quite disturbing. Great. Now let's give them some more tasks to do. There was one over here I like the look of. While the Chantry is ostensibly the Inquisition's ally, a cleric has arisen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next divine. Should she succeed, this would mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as danger to the Herald of Andraste. We don't want that. So who's quickest? Cullen's quickest. A display of force and a warning are all we need. She is not a fool and will realise the Templar Order no longer protects her. Maybe we'll give that one to Cullen.
To work?
Yes, thank you, Cullen. Choose successor. We could continue with this one. With Jean Gaspard removed from play, Carolina or Monette will most certainly be the next Duchess of Lidus. As I'm probably pronouncing this wrong all the time, never mind. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal, judging that Monette does not have the skill to avoid such snares. Monette has relied upon Mother Renette, her mentor in the Chantry, for advice upon how to strengthen her claim to the duchy, and the revered mother, in an attempt to protect Monette, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. So... I prefer Monette. Let's do, and Leliana's quicker as well. Let's do Leliana.
Let's see what we have.
Truth or Dare? Oh, this could help with Vivienne. A page from Travels of a Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates that locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Val Royeaux. Comte de Murier and Marquis Courtemans, both spending money like water. Which to pursue? We have agents in place near Courtemans now. We can infiltrate his manor at a moment's notice, or Comte de Murier is a distant relation of the Empress. We should speak with him first, okay?
At your service.
Let's do that. Now, we've given everybody tasks, so now we can go over here and start off with this. Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all. I can't do that yet. I'm not at the right level. So let's go back and let's leave and just see what level I'm at. Level 7. So I would suggest that we do one of Cassandra's little tasks and see if we can up our level a bit. Let's have a look. We had something to do in the Hinterlands, didn't we? That's Varek's tasks. Let's see if we can find Cassandra's tasks. I might be misremembering, so this might be a fool's errand, but just bear with me while I try and find... Not that one. I feel like I'm supposed to be taking Cassandra somewhere, and if we could do that, that would be helpful. But maybe I am wrong. Maybe this hasn't happened yet. So, maybe, let's see where else we can go. Ah, we could just do this. Valroyo. Are there any other places we can go? Yeah, that should make her happy too. The only problem is I can't find it. Maybe we haven't set that one up yet. Or maybe we haven't gone to the place yet. Let's see where else we can go on the war map. So we can get some more power quickly. So we only have to level up 1. See, we're on level 7. And the recommended level is 8. So let's just level up slightly.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Can't do that one. Let's investigate the shards, but let's do that. It costs 4. Hello, Violent. Good to see you. Sister Liliana, the shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I have heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Enchanter Renal. Hastily scrawled below, Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? A few well-placed rumours should incite bidding wars on other items, leaving the scroll for us. Let's do that. What have we got now? Investigate the shards. Sister Liliana, with thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to the temple, possibly elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I have yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Cool. I want to get back into the game. Need to watch some streams. How are you? I am good, thank you. How are you? But yeah, that's a good way to get back into the game. It's a really great game. I love it so much. I've played it a few times. Let's go to the Forbidden Oasis, shall we? Try and get some power and level up a bit. Who shall we take? Let's take Dorian, since we've only just got him. Let's take Cassandra because we're trying to make her approve of us. I feel like I shouldn't take 2 people who disapprove of us, so maybe I will take Solus. As well as Dorian. Let's go with that for now. Might not be a very long trip, so we can always change. Yes, I am good. I am having a lovely Saturday afternoon. It is depressing and rainy in Poland, but I'm doing great. What main character do you have? I have a rogue, a dagger-wielding rogue called Alora. And she is an elf. So that's who we've got this time. And I'm sorry that it's all rainy where you are, but I'm glad you are doing well. Here she is.
Come to join us at the Oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Tell me about the temple.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Anything else?
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Valframain used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Okay, let's have a... Oh, requisition officer.
I've news, sir.
Report.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Okay. Now, let's have a look at the map and see what we can do. It's depressing and rainy in Cornwall too, so I feel your pain. It's depressing and rainy in Croydon as well, so... Where are we going? The Temple of Pride. Find the door to Solasun. The entrance to a mysterious temple the ancient elves called Solasun stands tall, foreboding, and sealed in the middle of the forbidden oasis. It seems to have some connection to strange shards scattered across Thedas. So that's where we're going. But we could do some of these on the way if we walk into them. Because I now have no power now that I've come here. And we need power. There is an Ooh, I've collected shard, have I? Let's look through here. Let's spot some shards. Hopefully won't take too long. Five to spot, and I've only got one so far, and I've been here for ages. Oh, there's one. Two. Second shard. The annoying thing is, once you've spotted them, you can still sort of see them, so you end up looking at the same one over and over again. Oh, is that one? No, it's the one. It's exactly what I just said. There's another one. 3. Let's see what else we can find. It's a nice way to see where we're going, though, I guess. One more. We got this, we got this. We won't spend the entire rest of this stream just looking for shards through this. There it is, final one. I had a mage elf my first playthrough, but I kind of destroyed the story and did not play the DLC because I made... Oh, I'm not going to read that out just in case people don't want spoilers, but I made... I felt so bad for my decisions and I created a new character, a human dual dagger rogue. I stopped playing in the middle of the story and now I'm confused. Oh, well you could always make the character again and start again. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I was a mage elf my first playthrough, funnily enough. I think it's a good character to choose. And I think I've been a human dual dagger rogue once. The only male character I played was a male dual dagger rogue. Oh no, hang on, I wasn't... I've just lied to you accidentally. I wasn't a mage elf my first playthrough. I was a warrior elf my first playthrough. My bad. I was a mage elf my second playthrough. Let's go this way. I'm gonna get so lost around here. Ooh. Looks bad. How do I get down? It's just... Oh, there they are. I was like, where are the enemies? How do I attack them? I think it's definitely the way to go for the first playthrough. As I say, I was a warrior first. I think I would have done better off in a mage. Only played Origins. I too was a mage. Ah, I played Origins once and I was a mage. But Origins was great. I love Origins. There we is everybody. I was so glad I was going to be good looking characters because I can't feel the characters. Yes, there's an art to it, isn't it, to making a character that you actually are happy to play as for especially when there's like infinite choices in this game. I love how much choice you have in this game, but it does make it quite a task to make the character that you like. It's part of the fun. Glad I'm watching Mouse though, so at least I have some idea what to do. Yep, you're getting a few spoilers, but you're getting a few tips as well. Yes, it's okay, you can always just stick a helmet on them. Very true. Very true. Ooh, what's here? Am I just going to be going round in a circle? Ooh. I didn't stealth. My bad, I didn't stealth. Ooh, a hyena. I've just killed 2 hyenas, apparently. Which I'm sure is good. Ooh, a ladder. I think that might be where we were. Let's just continue. Hope for the best. What am I being attacked by now? Okay. I don't mind spoilers, there's so much going on, I'll never remember it all. Okay, good. Yeah, there is quite a lot to Dragon Age, so... I want to play Origins again, I'd like to play Origins again. I was hoping to play it on stream, but I can't get my laptop to work to stream, unfortunately, so I can't. But I want to play Origins again. But I'm using the world that I created in... That's a point. So when you do play this game, the story won't be exactly the same because I'm playing with the world that with the choices that I made in Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. So when you play, you'll be playing with like the default world, which is the world that I played my first playthrough with.
Beautiful.
So you will have
this
some
place
differences.
does have a few sites to recommend it.
There will be some differences for you when you play the game, so I think that's cool. Looks like there's a camp there, if I can get to it. Yeah, for instance, King Alistair, who we just saw at the end of In Hushed Whispers, was a prominent character in Dragon Age Origins. So you might not... I don't know if you'll have King Alistair. It depends what happens in Dragon Age Origins for you. So that's fun. I hope you think that's fun and not just more confusing, that you might be having a different experience of the story when you play it. At the centre of it, the scent of water, the soft call of a tusket wading through the pool. You almost forget that outside the oasis there's simply nothing. Is that a tusket then? I don't want to kill it just so I can find out what it is, but it's cool. I'm interested to see how different it will be. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played since the default world, so you'll probably have more of an idea of how different it is than me, because my memory is atrocious, and most of my playthroughs I've played with this world, so I barely remember the default now. Oh, you have always an option to create your own custom world at the Dragon Age Keep site, I think. That's true. That's true. You could always just make your own default world at any time. You don't necessarily have to have played the previous 2 games. That's true, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
My family once took me to Navarra, Cassandra.
You undoubtedly saw more of it than I ever did.
I was young, and all I wanted to do was visit a necropolis. I was desperate.
They're dark and full of undead. And the smell of stale incense still makes me want to vomit.
Ah, there goes that childhood fantasy.
Yeah, when you're on the loading screen or the menu screen of Dragon Age Inquisition, it should, in theory, have that website, that web address that Wieland's talking about, or Wieland, I'm sorry. But I think that web address is there where you can make your own custom world and use it. So you can make all kinds of choices. Or you can go with the default. Or you could do both. You could keep making different worlds and playing the game with different worlds. Ooh, another. Looks like we're just doing all of these shards. There's one. I've only got to find 4 this time. I think that's that camp I'm supposed to be finding. Yep, so many choices. So many choices. I think that's the one I just found. You're welcome, it's a really good thing. I played both Origins as D8 and DA2, but I had no save, so I recreated my choices. Yeah. And I think if you play Origins and DA2 on the PC, I feel like your only option is to recreate the choices in the keep as well. You can't, like, import the world, unfortunately. Because that's why I ended up doing my choices through the Dragon Age Keep. And it was quite tricky because I couldn't, it was quite difficult to remember some of the choices I'd made. But I could import my choices from Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2, but I couldn't then import my choices onwards to this game, unfortunately. You see, yeah, I had to use the Keep as well. Let's claim! Upper walkways. After watching one young lad scale a rock face on a bet, I was comforted to find that not all the miners share his lack of self-preservation, and a railing had been built along the upper walkway. I admit the walk does offer a fine view of the heart of the oasis, the pool, and... oh, excerpt from the journal of Henry Doucette, Enver's mining company representative and an amateur historian. The next page marks the beginning of a new entry. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, bear with me a moment. I hope nothing happened there to the stream, because my second monitor just turned off. So let me just check that everything is okay here. Yep, no drop frames, everything is fine. Doucette was clearly fascinated by the region, yet like all accounts of the area, a clear description of the heart of the oasis is lacking. There's a shard here that I should be able to pick up. Where are you? I don't want to jump all the way down there. Let's jump all the way down there.
Another key to that mysterious old temple.
I have never read these descriptions. I may start to do it. They seem to be interesting additions to the story. Mouse reads everything out. It's wonderful. I do read everything out. Apart from Varric's stories, and there's a poem which is going around in the hinterlands which I haven't been reading, but I read pretty much everything out. I do recommend reading it out. Sometimes it's a little bit tedious and boring, but sometimes, as you say, it's really interesting and adds more to the plot. Let's just jump. I'm gonna get so much. I'm gonna get so injured. I am once again defeated by the terrain. Another shard! I've got another shard. But I'm supposed to be finding the door to Solasan. Endlessly distracted. Ooh, Blood Lotus, she says, getting distracted again. Oh, there's that camp that I saw. We should get the camp. Because that's a good way to get power. This is nice, I like this. This is a nice area.
This might be a decent place for a spot of camping.
I agree, Dorian.
Nothing to report, sir.
Anything else? Loot. Perfect. Power, we've got power. Whoops, can't get past Dorian now. Right, now we need to search for this door. That's the whole point of being here, Mouse. The whole point. Yeah, Dorian knows a good campsite when he sees one. Exactly. What about this way? Is this good? That's not good. I feel like I need to get up there. Let's just see what we can do. I feel like we need to be up, not down. That's a good tip. Please consider having both Boar and Dorian in your team and don't romance any. Their conversations are brilliant. That's a good tip. I'll have to remember to have Boar and Dorian in my team sometimes when I'm playing, just so that you can experience it. So I haven't this time because I'm trying so much to get Cassandra to like me. I do like Boar and Dorian. Me too. They're good. They're definitely great characters. Just going to be going round in circles here. Ooh! Exciting. A mine. Sometimes everything is fine with Cassandra, but occasionally real trouble with Cassandra. The best duo for the team, so sad I romanced Dorian in my current gameplay. Yeah, I've romanced Dorian before, and I've romanced Iron Bull before. What are we looking for? There's a ladder up here. Oh. They just jumped down and attacked us. Mean. How very mean of them. There's loads of them.
Take that, you!
Right. Before we were so rudely interrupted. How am I supposed to climb that ladder? I don't think I can climb that ladder. But there's something I can get. And it's this way. Yep. The ice spell we got recently is being used. I like Wall of Ice. This battlefield spirit maintains a chill even in direct sunlight, which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged, but likely inevitable. There we go, we've got a bottle. Just what we needed. Where shall we go? Which way did we come? Ah, we're high up now. This is what we wanted.
There's someone else here.
This is promising.
Who are you? Why are you following me?
We're not.
Just looking for stuff to salvage. I used to work here. I know no one needs it.
You came up here to salvage?
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. I couldn't throw it away either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
Goodbye.
I'll leave you be.
Right. See you then.
Right. What is this? Let's have a look in here. Ooh, exciting. I'm gonna have to stop this stream at 4, so I'm sort of wondering what I should try and do now. I feel like I'm just gonna go down here and see what we can find. And then, but then maybe we won't actually get to the door of Solasan until next time, unfortunately. But let's just explore this fun new area. Oh, we're here again. Don't think I want to be here again. Or do I? So sad there is no fantasy RPG coming soon.
Your abilities are remarkable, Seeker. It is fascinating to see how you and the Templars negate magic.
Have you never encountered Templars before?
Only at a distance. I am an apostate after all.
And they never caught up with you even once?
I am a very careful apostate.
That would be cool. I do like fantasy games. Right, let's go back up here and go the other direction. Looks like there's a rift nearby which we could do. Now we want to go this way. Now we're going up. That's more promising. I'm glad I have this to play through a few times. Yep. It'll be really fun. Ooh, pull! What did that do? Ooh. Are we back here again? This is sufficiently confusing. Let's just walk around in circles for the rest of this playthrough. I'm chasing... Oh, there's a log. Another one. Loot. More loot. So I guess we're at the other side of that bit where we were before. Bash! Cassandra, we need you. Woohoo!
We can cut through here.
We can. Do we want to? I don't know, but let's do it anyway. A garden. I want to get up here. It looks like there's a thing. Oh, it was just a box. That was disappointing. Where shall we go now? I'd like to go up. This is a start. Discovered dust drop. This looks promising, because I do want to go up. And here we have a wooden bridge. A footbridge constructed by the Envers Mining Company. A few words are carved into a plank, only faintly visible in its weathered wood. Pass the time with another day, or the same, but you earn your pay. I butchered the reading of that, but never mind. Let's go up. This is cool. Let's climb this. So much land to claim. Worn pillars, a sketch of the pillars followed by another drawing imagining the pillars as part of a grand monument with appended notes on the subject. The remains of the structure surely predate the Second Blight, perhaps older. My knowledge of ancient Imperium architecture is limited. There are some similarities, but I'm uncertain of their origin. One of the miners thinks they're elven. Of course, this is based on a few carvings he found that look sort of elfy. The pillars are unlike the ruins one sees in the Dales, of course. These would be much older than anything found there. Except from the journal of Henry Doucette, Envers Mining Company representative and amateur historian. We've had something from him already. Ooh, we have another... Let's look for more shards. It's very exciting when we look for shards. Let's go to the edge. As far as we can go. So, are we happy to just explore here until the end of the stream, and then next time we can, well, hopefully we'll finally be able to find the entrance to this fortress, or whatever it is that we're looking for. And then we can keep gaining power, and then we can actually do In the Heart Shall Burn. That would be cool next time. Or at least start it. Yoink. 3, 2 to go. Another one. 4. 1 left. 1 more shard to search for. And then we can move on. Perfect. So now what? We want to go over there. But can we go over there? Climb down. Climb down. Loot. Excuse me, please, Dorian. Wonder if we can go... Oh, we're going up. That's what we want. We want up. This is good. shard that we can get. Perfect. Now we just need to get further in this direction. Ew. This is promising because we're at least high up now. Whereas before I think we were too low. Ooh, we should claim that. Let's do some more climbing. But this is intentional climbing this time, don't worry. Problem is, of course, everybody else is going to climb up now, and that's going to take a while. We'll just read. Enver's Mining Company. Operations at this site are no longer profitable. Official closure will occur on the 13th Justinian, 939 Dragon. All workers will be fairly compensated for their time. Those interested in further employment may contact our people in Val Fermin. Notice to Oasis site bosses by Marceau Envers, owner proprietor of Enver's Mining Company. Now I just have to wait for everybody to get up so that I can climb down again. In your own time. Still got to wait for Solus. There we go, now we can climb down. So, this way. There's a rift, let's do the rift. Run to this one. Ow! Now they're just gonna jump down, aren't they, and get away from me. I'm not complaining if I can kill them easily. Although we do all appear to be on very low health at the minute. Need help. Favourite. I think I once had a glitch on this rift where it wouldn't close. Loot. Ooh, I completed a quest. That's good. And power, that's what we're after. So now where shall we go? This direction? Let's see. This looks fun. Ooh, stairs. Serpent stone. Discovered Stratos, apparently. Yay for quests we didn't know we were completing. Yep. Just because I haven't been looking at the map, I've just been wandering around. And paying attention. Ledge. Don't want to fall down here. Let's go this way for now. The look of this. Cullen's done. Oh, it's nearly time to finish, unfortunately. We'll just find a nice, convenient spot. And then we can find the doors to Solasan next time. Loot.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
I had hope, as did we all.
The Templars went to war to force mages back into their circles, which the mages would never agree to. What solution could Divine Justinia have offered when all sides rejected compromise?
The war was going nowhere for either side. That they went at all showed they realized this.
Or they believed the other side would relent.
We shall never know now.
Oh, discovered. Solasan. That's promising. Two. Where is this final shard? Come on, final shard. Josephine's done as well. We will catch up with them next time. Unfortunately, I won't be here next weekend to stream some more Dragon Age. So I was going to do a little Dragon Age stream the Monday morning after at 8 AM for a couple of hours. But then I'll be back to my normal weekend Dragon Age streams the weekend after next. So it won't be on a weird time for too long. But yeah, so it'll be just over a week until we're back at Dragon Age. Ooh, there it is. But on Monday I will be finishing Life is Strange, which will be really fun. I am excited for that. Where should we stop, do you think? Should we just stop? Yeah, let's just stop here. And then I can find the door to Solasan right at the start next time, because it's my next quest, so I won't forget. Cool. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining me in the chat and watching. It was a really fun stream today. We did the whole of In Hushed Whispers, which was great. So that was good. And we got some approval and also some disapproval from our characters. And hopefully next time we'll get even further in the main plot, and we'll get enough power to move on to the next bit, to move on to, what was it called? In Your Heart Shall Burn or something. Yeah, that did fly by. It's been 3 hours we've been here. I do love Dragon Age. It's a fun game. Yes, so I will be back on Monday at 8 AM with Life is Strange, and then on Thursday afternoon, and then I will be having a little break over the weekend. And and then I'll be back with Dragon Age on Monday the 9th for a couple of hours, but then I'll be back to my weekend streams of Dragon Age the weekend after next, because I am on a hen weekend next weekend from Friday through to Sunday, so I can't stream then. But yes, I hope you have a great weekend as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy Easter tomorrow if you are celebrating, and if not, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And enjoy bank holidays if you are having them. And yes, speak to you soon, see you soon, take care, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Okay, cheers, bye!